Two women got beat in qualifying by a driver who showed up to make history, and that driver still got told to go home. Now all three are heading to Dover for a race that could change everything, and fans are still upset about how we got here. Something big is about to happen this weekend in Dover, Delaware. NASCAR is rolling into the Monster Mile, and the buildup has been packed with debate, hard feelings, and one moment that has fans asking real questions about fairness in this sport. Let's start with the good news. NASCAR is bringing its all-star race for the Cup Series to Dover for the very first time. That alone makes this weekend special. But the bigger story might be happening one day before, on Friday, in the Truck Series race called the ECOSAVE V200. The race starts at 5 p.m. Eastern Time on FS1. Here's why this Friday race matters so much. Three women are going to be in the field. Their names are Dystany Spurlock, Natalie Decker, and Toni Breidinger. Three women racing in the same NASCAR National Series race. That has not happened since 2020. Earlier this year, 6 women entered different races at Daytona, but never 3 in the same race at the same time, until now. And one of those 3 drivers is about to do something no one has ever done before. Dystany Spurlock is going to become the first black woman to race in one of NASCAR's top 3 touring series. That is a huge moment. The top 3 series are the Cup Series, the Xfinity Series, and the Truck Series. No black woman has ever started a race in any of them, until Friday. But here is where things get rough. And here is where the anger comes in. Spurlock almost made history last weekend at Watkins Glen. She showed up, she qualified, and she actually put down a faster lap than Natalie Decker. She was also faster than another driver named Stephen Malozzi. Both Decker and Malozzi got into the race anyway. Spurlock got sent home. How does that happen? It happens because of something called owner points. Owner points are points a race team earns over time. If your team has enough of those points, you get a guaranteed spot in the race even if your qualifying lap is slow. So Spurlock did her job. She was faster than 2 drivers in that field. But her team was brand new and had 0 owner points to lean on. So the 2 slower drivers got the spots, and the faster driver had to load up her truck and go home. That is the controversial moment that has Dover fans fired up before the green flag has even waved. People watched a driver chasing a historic first get beaten by the rulebook instead of by other drivers on the track. Fans are not happy, and honestly, when you say it out loud, it is hard to blame them. Spurlock handled it with class, though. After getting sent home from Watkins Glen, she said, "We didn't achieve the result we were hoping for, but that's part of racing." Then she added something that really stood out. She said, "The journey continues, and I'll keep learning, growing, and putting in the work, both on and off the track, that's required to compete at the highest level and succeed in this sport." That is a driver who is not giving up. And here is the good part. Dover is going to be different. At this weekend's race, only 36 trucks are entered, and 36 trucks is the maximum number allowed. That means there is no qualifying heartbreak. There is no owner points drama. Everyone who showed up is in the race. Spurlock and Breidinger are guaranteed starting spots. So who exactly are these 3 drivers? Let's break them down one by one. First up, Dystany Spurlock. She is 34 years old and from Richmond, Virginia, and her story is wild. She did not start in stock cars. She started by drag racing motorcycles. In 2024, she became the first woman to win the DME Racing Real Street class in the XDA Motorcycle Drag Racing Series. Her winning run was at 178 miles per hour on a motorcycle. The next year, she made her debut in NHRA Pro Stock Motorcycle. But here is the part that hits different. To pay for her racing dreams, Spurlock had a regular job driving 1/8 wheelers. She drove big trucks to make money so she could chase her motorsports goals. She has put in the work in every sense of the word. This year, she has run 4 races in the ARCA Menard Series, and she has 2 top 10 finishes already, one at Kansas and one at Hickory. On Friday, she will drive the number 69 Ford for MBM Motorsports and Garage 66, with Foxteca as her sponsor. Next up, Toni Breidinger. She is 26 years old, and she is the first Arab-American woman to compete in NASCAR. Last year, she was the only woman racing in one of NASCAR's top 3 national series. She drove in the Truck Series. Her rookie year was a tough one. Her best finish was 18th place at Rockingham. This year, she made a change. She left her old team, Tricon Garage, and signed with a new team called Rackley War. Before she got to NASCAR, she had 5 top 5 finishes in the ARCA Series. Earlier this season, she finished 18th in the truck race at Texas Motor Speedway. On Friday, she will drive number 27 Chevrolet for Rackley WAR, with backing from her 2026 sponsors Raising Cane's, Celsius, and Sunoco. Now let's talk about Natalie Decker. She is 28 years old and she is from Wisconsin. She took more than a year off from NASCAR. During that time, she gave birth to her son, Levi. Now she is back. This season, she has run 3 races, twice in the second-tier O'Reilly Auto Parts Series and once in the Truck Series. So far, her best finish this year is 33rd, but do not count her out. Decker has done something none of the other women have done. Back in 2020, she finished 5th at Daytona in a truck race. That 5th-place finish is still the best ever by a woman in a Truck Series race. On Friday, she will drive the number 22 Ford for Team Rayom, with Nico's Bagels and Brunch as her sponsor. Now let's talk about the track itself. Dover is called the Monster Mile for a reason. It has 24-degree banking, which means the corners tilt hard, and it has an all-concrete surface. Not asphalt, concrete. The racing there is tight, it is fast, and it eats up drivers who are not ready for it. This is a real test, and it will be even tougher with some of the biggest names in the Cup Series jumping into the truck race. Kyle Busch is in. Carson Hocevar is in. Christopher Bell is in. Ross Chastain is in. So our 3 women drivers are not just racing each other. They are racing 4 of the most aggressive, most experienced Cup Series stars in the sport. There is one more name worth mentioning in all of this. Katherine Legge. She is the only woman who has raced in the Cup Series since Danica Patrick retired back in 2018. And Legge is about to attempt something no woman has ever tried. She is going to attempt the double. That means racing in the Indianapolis 500 and the Coca-Cola 600 on the very same day. That is happening later this month. So this is shaping up to be one of the most historic stretches for women in NASCAR in a very long time. But the spotlight on Friday belongs to 3 drivers: Spurlock, the one chasing history; Breidinger, the one fighting for her first big result with a new team; and Decker, the one trying to remind everyone that her 2020 Daytona run was not a fluke. After everything that happened at Watkins Glen, after the heartbreak, after the owner points debate, after fans watched a faster driver get sent home, this Friday at Dover is the do-over. This is the race where the trucks roll out, the engines fire, and Dystany Spurlock finally gets to do what no black woman has done before in this sport.